Soggy morning, y'all. Rained a good bit last night, so the trail's a wet, muddy mess. But it's not raining right now, so it's a win in my book. It will be later, I think. I just had a little bit of reception on the top of the mountain, or one of the peaks. There's two on this mountain, and yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to be a complete washout, though. Untouchable did not make it all the way to the shelter last night. He spent the night on, he said, the top of Old Speck, which there's not a lot of room up there, but I guess he found something. But he fell between two boulders in the notch, Mahoosuc Notch, and messed up his ankle. It must not be too messed up because he was able to get up Old Speck, so that would not be something you could do on a really badly sprained ankle. Ooh, I got to show you guys what I'm walking through. Hang on. I ought to do more of this anyway. Y'all don't want to see my mug. You want to see the scenery. Anyway, so he's about at least 6.5 miles behind since he didn't make it. Okay, another hiker was approaching, so I had to pretend I was on the phone. I get embarrassed videoing with other people. But anyway, this is one of the summits of, I can't remember the mountain right now. Morning brain. But I've got one more summit to reach on it, and I'll hit that, I don't know, probably an hour. Had a really nice night in the shelter with a woman. Remember how I was saying I wanted it all by myself, and I showed up and I didn't see her at first. I startled her when I came around the corner. She was kind of tucked in the corner, but we had a great conversation. She's a mom of 2 teenagers, I think a single mom, and she was lovely. I told her she was out for her mombatical, and she liked that. She's from Maine and is just section hiking wherever the wind carries her. She's not really chipping away at a Thru AT or a official AT Thru hike or section hike. But I lost my watch last night. This was the weirdest thing. I was in the shelter, in the bed, or in the platform, you know, where you put your sleeping pad and all that, and there's this little crack between the wall. I was on the side between the wall and the sleeping platform, and I didn't realize that it was just barely big enough that my watch could fall through, and it just, I think in my tossing and turning, I'm not on the right trail, tossing and turning, it slipped down in there. So this morning I had to take a rake and that they use to maintain the shelter and put it under the platform. It was barely big enough to fit, and it was kind of crazy getting it out of there, but I'm so thankful I did. I could barely reach it, and I didn't even know if I had gotten it, but I did. So I'm currently ascending Baldpate East Peak. This one is very exposed and looks like very steep beyond that one cairn right there. But it's only a half a mile, so there's that. See you at the top. Time it took to pull out my camera, I had a picture-perfect view of that mountain, and now it's gone. But I'm descending Baldpate right now. It's slow going because there are slick spots, and it's hard to tell when you're going to get one. I don't want to fall, so see y'all later. As much as I'm loving Maine, its brutality and all, it's really hard to look up and see the view, or just see what's in front of you. I love days like this, these mystical, just foggy, but not too rainy days. I know rain's going to come in this afternoon, but for now, it's just lovely. But finally, the AT is treating me to a stretch where I can just walk and hold my camera for 10 seconds. I'm about to be at a waterfall in about a mile where I'm going to take a break. First one of the day. It'll be about a third of the way in. You just have to laugh sometimes at what the AT throws your way. A creek crossing at the top of a waterfall. Look at that. I'm glad the water's low. I can't imagine doing this in early spring. I mean, it's calm back there, so there's plenty of places to cross. But, yeah, right here at the top. Oh, yeah, and look at the other side. Like, there's your blaze. That's where you get to go up, like steep, sketchy, scrambly stuff. Or you can just go right here where everything's cleaving off the mountain. Gotta love it. We'll stop and finally take a lunch break at Surplus Pond. Even comes with its own canoe. I have no idea how close I am to civilization other than the road I crossed 2 miles ago, but I can't imagine somebody drove that thing from that far away, so there's got to be something else, but it sure is pretty. Very quiet. I'm absolutely loving this forest. There's so much green, and the fog just gives it a magical quality. It's really nice today. Today felt like almost normal for hiking until Mount Moody, or Moody Mountain. It is making me moody for sure. It is so steep, and I've got another 4/10 before I get to the summit. But thank you, mountain, for giving me some rungs to get up this rock. Made it to camp, not a moment too soon. These days really can't be measured in miles. They have to be measured in mountains, I've decided, because miles just make it sound too depressing when I say I've only hiked 18 miles today. But I feel like I hiked 80. And this was supposed to be an easier day. I looked at the elevation profile and thought, I bet I'll be in camp by 5. 6:45. They are exhausting. These mountains do not let up. I mean, there were a lot of easy parts, but it's just when it really hands it to you with the hard stuff that, I don't know, maybe I'm just not as good in shape as I think I am, but it's hard to go up these mountains and equally hard to go down. It's just so painstakingly slow, but it's gorgeous. At least there's that. But I got to camp. It's near a road, and it's like an official campsite. I'm camped on a tent platform, which my tent does not like tent platforms because it's not freestanding. So thank God they had these hooks on the side of the platform to put my stakes or the loops of my guy lines on, but it's still really janky. Like, I hope it doesn't start to get windy. All my stuff is just soaked. My socks up here are just absolutely disgusting. My bandana, I've been trying to wipe my nasty legs down, and they're just, I mean, you can't tell, but they're just so gross. But I'm eating some M&Ms, and I gotta make some dinner. I gotta go get water, though. That's what really sucks, is that I don't have water, and I'm gonna have a little bit, but it started pouring as soon as I got here, and now it's about to start pouring again. So it might be a chip and M&M dinner tonight, because I'm not going back out there until it stops raining. But tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow's an even bigger day. I'm going to do 21 miles, hoping to get pretty close to Rangeley, because I'm going into Rangeley on Sunday for a Nero, and I only want 5 miles in, because it'll probably take me 5 hours to do them. And I need a day that I can just decompress and have most of the day. Untouchable, who knows where he is. We have not had great reception the whole day, so I have no idea if he's coming here or not. If I had to guess, I'd say he'll probably stay at the shelter on the top of this mountain that I just left. There's an Amish man and his son about to finish the AT. They're very friendly. And then I also met somebody whose YouTube channel I follow today. Spotter is her name, and I cannot remember the name of her channel. I'll link it below if I remember, but she was very helpful when I did the Colorado Trail. I kind of followed roughly what she and her boyfriend Retriever did, and her boyfriend is actually hiking Nobo, and she's going Sobo. She's already hiked it once, so it was really cool to meet her. And yeah, as soon as I saw her, I thought, I know you. Took me a minute, but we both knew each other because she was following my channel, oddly, before I left, or before she left for the AT. So, anywho, small hiking world, and I'm going to, yeah, find my chips and eat them. Night, y'all.